Okay, let's start. Am I audible? Okay. So in the last class, we have start the basics of or the introduction of deterministic finite automata. That means in this particular course, we are going to discuss the theoretical aspects of a computer science or theoretical aspects of the mechanism in which a particular computer works. Okay. So in this regards, we have to go through some specific functionalities using which we can analyze their work or analyze their theoretical works, and for this we need deterministic finite automata, or for this the study of deterministic finite automata is very much important. So let me share my screen. Okay, so in the last class I have mentioned that deterministic finite automata, or in short DFA, is nothing but a combination of five individual tuples. Okay, and each tuple carries some individual informations using which we can study about a specific, or we can study about a particular component. And these five individual tuples are then capital Q, suppose, in which we can highlight the number of states. Okay, then the summation, this is called input alphabet, that means using which input symbols we are going to perform the operation, or we are going to generate the strings. Then transition function delta, then start state is always q naught is the start is state, and final state f is always the final state. But in some cases the start and final state may be same. Okay, depending on the criteria of the DFA, we can say that in some cases, in some particular cases, the state itself the final state. Okay, that means these are the five tuples um, using which we can provide some information, and based on this information we can design some DFA. So DFA is basically some uh, expressions, design some expressions using which we can analyze something. Okay, so basically what we do in DFA. So earlier we have discussed that there are some languages, we have some languages. Using these languages we can create some strings or set of strings. To create the set of strings we need some symbols. Okay, the symbols may be zeros and one, or symbols may be AB or ABC. That means there are some input symbols which is termed as a alphabet, using which we can create some strings under a particular or based on some particular language. For example, suppose you have gone through the digital electronics subject. Okay, you have two input symbols, zeros and ones. You have K-map. Okay, you have different activities in digital electronics where you can create the combination of zeros and ones. This is also a creation of strings where using some input symbol you can create some strings, and for this string you have a particular language. Suppose for only 0 and 1, what are the combinations we can create? One is called, suppose, 0 0, the next one is called 0 1, the next one is called 1 0, then 1 1. These are the 4 set of strings we can create using the input symbol zeros and ones. Okay, that means how many times we can use the 0 and 1? It is for 2. That means the string consists of 2 characters. It may be 0 0, it may be 0 1, it may be 1 0, it may be 1 1. We can repeat, but the language, the condition is that for each string there are 2 input symbols. That's why we can create 0 0, then 0 1, then 1 0, then 1 1. Okay. Now with the same input symbol, if we change the criteria that every string consists of 3 numbers of, that means 3 positions. We can say that the 3 positions. Suppose input symbol is same, 0 0, 0 1, but we can place 3 digits or 3 places using the 2 input symbol. Then what are the strings we can create? We can create 0 0 0, then 0 0 1, then 0 1 0, then 0 1 1, then again 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, then 1 1 1. Do you get my point? Someone responds, do you get my point? That means we have the same input symbol. We are creating the string itself, but each time we are following some defined conditions. Yes or no? Do you get my point? Okay, I have unlocked. Then yes, he joined. Do you get my point or not? Okay. So similarly, here also we have some input symbol. We have to create some string based on some conditions, and using DFA we have to validate whether the string is valid or not. For example, suppose if you buy something, okay, if you buy something you will get a warranty card. Okay, warranty card, that means there are some validity for this. So if the particular product damaged or some problem occurs, you have to go to that particular shop and you have to validate that yes, I have the duration. Okay, this is my warranty card and it shows that I must get the replaced. That means I validate, I have to validate. So similarly, when you create a string and based on this string some operations will be executing, but you must have to validate these things, and for validation you have to use the concept of DFA. That means in DFA you design some states. you use some symbols, you create some strings and you validate that this particular string, if we follow this route, this particular string will accepted by the system. Okay, in many cases we can give such kind of example. Suppose, okay, in many cases we have multiple suppose all of you are familiar with the online shopping. For online shopping you have different promo codes. Okay, suppose in if you want to book a film ticket also you have promo code. If you want to buy something on Flipkart, Myntra or anything else, you have some promo code. In suppose you want to do orders in Swiggy or Zomato, you have some promo code. That okay, you have lots of promo code. In a shopping mall also you have some promo code. Then but see, whenever you are going to apply the promo codes, it's not like that it will applicable everywhere. Suppose you have 5 promo codes, but when you try to apply the promo codes, you will find that suppose in this particular product this type of promo code is only acceptable. That means you have four promo code. Suppose each promo code carry 200 rupees cashback. So that means you must, when you buy a product, you will get 800 rupees. You should get 800 rupees. Suppose you saw you want to buy a shoe or you want to buy some product, then the cost is 800 or cost is 1000 rupees. But according to you or according to the normal scenario, you apply for promo code. That means if the price is 800, that means based on this you should get the product free. But actually, is it happen? No, because for this particular product, out of this 4 promo code, only one promo code will acceptable. That means you can apply any one, but the limit is one, or you can apply more than one, but condition is that which promo code deduct the maximum number of rupees, this will apply. So that means there are different criteria. So similarly here also you can define different strings based on this particular language. Okay, but only those strings are executing which is accepted by a particular DFA or particular, later we will discuss then NFA. That means in DFA we design the specific steps, not only in numbers. We are also highlighting that these are the steps you have to perform if you want to reach the final step. That you have to go there, you have to pay take this particular bus, you have to sit in the particular seat, then only you will get the free tickets. Suppose you will get a free ticket to a movie, then here it mentioned you have to go to this particular gate, go through this particular gate, you have to sit in the particular seat, then only you will get the free coupon or free access. It is not like that you have the free access, you can go and sit in front of or any kind of seat. Okay, that means there are some particular criteria for that. Yeah. Okay, now how we can represent DFA? Till now we have discussed what is DFA. Suppose DFA is something in which we are going to validate whether the string is valid or not. Suppose a DFA is the mechanism, DFA is the procedure in which we are going to validate whether the warranty card of this particular device is valid or not. In simple terms. So similarly, then how we can validate? There are some criteria. There must be some criteria for this. Okay, and this for this to create the criteria, we have 5 tuples, and each tuples carry individual informations. and based on these tuples or based on the informations available in the tuples, we are going to design something, we are going to draw something. Okay, based on this we can able to find out whether a particular string is valid or not. And for this we are going to design a graphical diagram where there are some informations through which we can find out that a particular string is valid or not. And for this, these five individual tuple plays a important role. The first tuple is q, where the states are available. Suppose you want to start a journey from Guwahati to Tezpur. So in capital Q, we are going to mention the major stoppage. Suppose you are from Guwahati, from suppose Ganeshguri. The first step or first state is Ganeshguri. That means you start from Ganeshguri, and the Ganeshguri is your Q naught. That means the starting state. That means you are going to start from Ganeshguri. That Q naught is equal to, in later when we have to highlight what is Q naught, we can mention is that the Ganeshguri or Z is their uh, starting state. Then we have to highlight what are the intermediate states. That means in which stoppages, suppose we are going to stop or the bus going to stop in suppose Khanapara, okay, then Jagirud, okay, then suppose Roha, then Nogao, then Koliabor, then Mission Sariali, then suppose Tezpur ASTC. So that means we are highlighting that when we start our journey from Ganeshguri, which is considered as a starting state, we have to go through. Basically, we are going through the whole route, but everywhere we are not going to stop. We are going to stop some in some particular stoppages, in which either some people will get into the class or get into the bus, or they may leave the bus. Okay, that means these are the stoppages where people can start their journey or people can stop their journey or end their journey. That is, in capital Q we are highlighting the states, that these are the states we have to go through to complete our journey, where Ganeshguri is considered as a Q naught and Tezpur ASTC is considered as a capital F, final state. Okay, that means when we are giving the information in this particular tuple in Q naught, here we have to highlight as suppose capital Q equal to suppose Z, then Khanapara, then Jagirud, then Roha, then Nogao, then Koliabor, then Mission Sareli, then Tezpur. Okay, then Hello.
Hello.